How we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as we welcome you to the National Championship game. Number 1 Washington taking on number 3 Oklahoma for the national title. It's going to be a great matchup. Washington will be kicking off to start. The Huskies, of course, beat your Pitt Panthers 31-24 in a national semifinal game, the Orange Bowl, while Oklahoma was able to beat LSU 28-19 on the strength of a very good game by quarterback Kyler Murray. So it's going to be a big quarterback, but you can see Herb Street actually likes Oklahoma in this game, but I find it hard to pick against Washington. They've been unbelievable the entire season. Number 1 in offense, number 2 in defense as you look at the tail of the tape there, but both teams fantastic. Look at the scoring offenses, the absolute best in the country, but Oklahoma is really going to have to do a number against this incredible Washington defense. And we'll see what Kyler Murray can do. So, of course, big game, national championship here. Murray's going to hand off on the opening play from scrimmage. It's going to go to Joe Mixon, the senior running back, is going to lose a couple of yards there. Burkheaven brings him down. You can see Mixon and Murray have been the dynamic duo for Oklahoma this season. Murray both with his legs and with his arms. He's a bit turnover prone on occasion, but he can produce the spectacular, and he starts off with a great run there, 12 yards for Kyler Murray. Oklahoma here on their opening drive of the game, moving into Washington territory. Murray in the shotgun now. He's back to pass. He looks, he finds a man. That's going to be Mixon, but he's going to go nowhere, and Oklahoma will be forced to punt the ball away on their opening drive. It goes for a touchback, and Washington's going to take over. Jake Browning, the senior quarterback, 3-year starter. He's had an unbelievable run at Washington in the last few years. Been fantastic. He's looking for that national title. You can see 39 touchdowns against just 10 interceptions. Myles Gaskin as well, one of the top rushers in the country, almost 120 yards a game for the senior tailback. Both of them projected to go to the NFL. Browning looks, he's got the deep ball, and a man who's been on a tear lately. He tore up the Pitt Panthers in the semifinal. It's Andre Basellia. He just goes deep, splits the deep safeties. Browning finds him on the streak, and he goes for 50 yards, and just like that, the Huskies are in scoring position near the red zone. But after a couple failed plays, they're forced to resort to a field goal from about 50 yards. That kick, though, is up and good, and the Huskies were able to draw first blood here in the national championship game. Murray leading Oklahoma forward here. They got the ball near midfield as they run the hurry up, 3rd and 10. Murray back to pass. He looks, he finds a man out to the left-hand side. Great running catch inside the red zone for the Sooners. Mark Johnson, the team's leading receiver, hauls that one in for 35 yards. Oklahoma gets to the 2-yard line, and eventually it's going to be Joe Mixon that's going to punch it in, score the first touchdown of the national championship game, and give Oklahoma a 7-3 lead here early on in the first quarter. The running games for neither team really got going in this one, but Mixon did punch that one in. Oklahoma with the ball again. Murray in kind of a half full house type set here. He's going to run a read option. He turns it upfield. Plenty of room off the left-hand side. Picks up 15, and that's how dangerous Murray is. We know he's a good passer, but when he breaks onto open space, he can run. And at the end of the first quarter, Oklahoma leading 7-3 and driving on the Huskies. So Oklahoma on the 28-yard line here, 3rd and 11 though for Murray. He's going to be back to pass. Looks, it's a screen. He's brought down, and because of the sack by Benning Patoe, Oklahoma forced into a very long field goal. That's going to be from about 56. It's shanked, an absolute shank-eponymous, and the Sooners are only able to hold on to their 4-point leader. You can see Washington, though, have struggled starting off this game. Browning just one deep completion to Basellia. Gaskin on 4 carries has -7 yards, but the Huskies are moving the ball here well on this drive midway through the second quarter. They're into Oklahoma territory. Browning, quick slant over the middle, and he finds Drew Sample for the second consecutive throw to pick up the first down. The drive would stall out for the Huskies, though, and they'd be forced into yet another field goal. This one from about 39 yards. It's up and good, and so Washington within just a single point of the Sooners here. On the ensuing Oklahoma possession, though, Murray in the shotgun. Quick pass, he looks, and he's intercepted! Just like that, Washington is going the other way, and they are going to score. A crucial turnover by Kyler Murray. Camilo Eifler takes it, says, that'll be mine, and takes it for 6. And just like that, Washington has turned the game on its head. And like I mentioned, Murray, the only thing that's really been a bit of a struggle for him is turning the ball over. I think 15 interceptions now on the season and a few fumbles as well, and Washington takes advantage of it and takes the lead. But Murray, he's not going to go down without a fight. You know that. He picks up 11 there on the scramble and gets Oklahoma to near midfield. In motion now, second and 9. Murray looks over the middle. He's got a receiver. That's A.D. Miller, who's been his favorite target of late. A.D. Miller had a 93-yard catch and run in the national semifinal against LSU. Longest pass play actually of the season in the game where Oklahoma, like I said, won 28-19, and they really pulled away. A late touchdown from LSU brought them within striking distance. Washington heads into halftime though up 13-10, and you can see Oklahoma outgaining the Huskies, holding the ball for longer, but that one turnover looms large. Can Oklahoma recover from it as we get into the second half? And you can see the Sooners here on their opening possession of the second half after taking the ball away from Washington very early on, a 3-and-out. Murray's looking deep. He's got a man, and that's an incredible catch. I think it was A.D. Miller again hauling that in. Oklahoma 2nd and goal now. Murray, and this is one of the most key plays of the game. Joe Mixon there from the inch line should have waltzed in for a touchdown. He steps out of bounds after making the catch without getting into the end zone. A little bit of just poor footwork. Murray's not able to get in, and Oklahoma has to settle for a field goal, and so Washington is able to retain or at least hold on to the tie. They don't go behind, and they come right back the other way. That's Chico McClatcher hauling in the pass from Jake Browning and getting Washington near the Oklahoma red zone. 1st and 10, Browning, he's back to pass, he's looking to the end zone, he's got him in, and that's a touchdown. That's Basellia again. Another deep ball to Andre Basellia. He's into the end zone, and Washington goes back in front 20-13. Jake Browning put that ball on a platter. He threads the needle. Great catch. Baselli gets a foot in bounds, and Washington will head into the third quarter just a 7-point advantage as they look to win their first national title since 1991. Oklahoma looking to win their first national title since, I believe, 2001, 2003, something of that nature. Don't quote me on that. But Browning again, another deep ball here when they take the ball back, and it is right into the hand of Quentin Pounds, 55 yards, and Boomer Sooner is dejected as Washington with a chance to really put this game out of reach, and it's going to be Myles Gaskin, number 4 in Heisman voting, number 1 in Washington's fans' hearts right now, as he gives them a 2-touchdown advantage with just 6 minutes to play here in regulation time in the fourth quarter. And Kyler Murray's been brought down on numerous occasions. Say 5 sacks was the story of the game. Benning Patoe, who we talked about, actually had 3 sacks. I could be butchering his name, but he was butchering the Oklahoma offensive line and the Oklahoma quarterback, Kyler Murray. 3 sacks on the day, part of 5 sacks overall by the Huskies as Oklahoma looks to come from behind. Controversially, Oklahoma actually punted twice inside of 5 minutes. Granted, they were deep in their own territory, but Kyler Murray is still battling with all his might. Deep ball there to Johnson gets them into near the end zone, and this should have been a sure touchdown. It was dropped. That was A.D. Miller, couldn't haul it in. And it's going to waste a bunch of time. You can see it was about 1:40 remaining on the clock. At that time, Murray, unbelievable diving catch from Zach Farrar for the touchdown there. Murray does finally find the end zone through the air, but it's going to be too little too late as Oklahoma gets within a touchdown. They need the onside kick here, and they're not going to be able to recover it. Washington hauls it in, and they're going to be up 7 here. Oklahoma does have 2 timeouts, so at best they could get the ball back with maybe 10-15 seconds left. But Myles Gaskin is going to finish things out. First down carry. Washington enters victory formation. Oklahoma knows it's over, and the Huskies are your 2018-2019 football season college football Division I FBS national champions on the back of a 27-20 victory. Unbelievable performance. Benning Patoe, 3 sacks in the victory. It's been an unbelievable season, guys. Our next episode here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network will be a recap around the NCAA. We'll then have a Pitt Panthers season recap, and then we'll be getting ready for the 2019 season. So thank you so much for tuning in with us throughout this entire season. As always, hail to Pitt. Thank you for tuning in to our national championship game. The Washington Huskies are your national champions, and we'll see you soon. This is Moose on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. Hail to Pitt. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.